Hello, this is Dr. Lewerenz at Longevity Health Institute. I hope this is finding you well in our crazy hot, humid fall. This is something that I give my patients and go over with. It's from a medical journal, and it says probiotics provide vital importance to fight against chronic disease and your health. And a patient brought something up to me today that I thought I would discuss and share with you that is super, super key about your digestive health and your digestive flora, but it's an interesting question. I thought I'd cover it with you. So let's just go over something simple. All of us know about a probiotic. All of us know and heard the term, probiotic or good flora or good bacteria. And essentially what this is, and this means, is that the things that are vital in our intestinal tract, in our digestive system, or what I refer to often as our gut, is super, super vital and important to our overall health and wellness. Over 70% of your immune response is based on that, is based on your gut microbiome. It's unique to us. Yours is unique to you. Mine's different than yours. Siblings might be different. Friends are completely different, etc. We evolve in time and our gut flora changes, and it is also changed by how you eat. If you eat a lot of fiber, you eat a lot of protein, you eat a lot of things, your gut microbiome and your digestive flora is going to be very different than somebody that eats a lot of fats and sugars and things like this. So I had a lady today that was really interesting because she said to me, so she was a little bit conflicted and said, she's doing much better. She's not inflamed. She didn't have joint tenderness and that, didn't have bloating, had regular bowels, had better energy, many things solved, many things improved. But she was like, how did I get like this? How did I get this leaky gut? Or how did I get this permeability issue in my digestion? And how have I been labeled as having irritable bowel syndrome and, simple digestive issues and all these food intolerances, which is something that we obviously focused on with her and resolved. Or being fair, in the process of resolving. She is well down the spectrum of healing, but it can take actually up to a year or two to fully heal somebody's digestive system and lining. But she was a little frustrated because she said, how did I get like this? What happened here? She didn't take a lot of antibiotics in her life, which ruin and kill off your good flora in your gut. She didn't take a lot of medications in her life. She didn't grow up in a bad environment and really was sick very often. She didn't really have significant reported stress. I mean, I think we all do to some degree in our life, but anything above and beyond what she felt was normal or typical. But what's interesting as we tease through this, and I try to answer this question for her about how she developed leaky gut or gut permeability issues or an overgrowth of candida, is very likely, I surmise, that, and she was surprised to hear this, but we know in science and we know in studies that you get your gut immunity, you get your microbiome from your mother. And she got that from her mother, and to a lesser degree, father and ancestors, but it's an evolutionary thing that our microbiome develops. And then you put on top of it how we eat and environmental factors, and I say our environmental factors, meaning what we do to ourselves, how we live, how we what we take, what toxins we get in, and things like this. This completely alters our microbiome, and it is passed on through the lineage. We actually get a lot of our microbiome and immunity actually on delivery through the vaginal vault, and that's why it's been reported that C-sections, that babies that come from C-sections have higher rates of infections and lesser immunity and the such. God forbid you get an antibiotic the first year in life. These things affect your microbiome and your gut health, and thus your immunity. So what's important here is, the benefits of probiotics, eating good, fermented foods, a lot of fiber, eating real foods from the earth, and the way we were meant to eat and be sustained. But it's important to know that how you live and how you adapt gets passed on to your lineage. And also, you can think back about your ancestors, maybe what they gave you as a gift, so to say. So something to learn, something to consider. How do you fix your gut? You eat well, you get off of sugar, you don't eat processed, you try to stay away from American glutenized foods, and you reduce stress, you try to limit medications, and particularly antibiotics and steroids that can eat up your gut lining and destroy the gut lining and permeability. And you work, if needed, with a functional medicine doctor, a natural holistic practitioner, or somebody that's got some insight into permeability issues and leaky gut issues, and if you will, irritable bowel syndrome. So I hope this enlightens you a bit. I hope it answers a few things or puts some thoughts in your head and allows you to consider some other potential options to improve your health. Gut is the source and one of the main sources of your overall health and wellness picture. Hopefully this is enlightening. This is Dr. Lewerenz at Longevity Health Institute. Be well.